Hello everyone. Today we are going to deal with the radial wave function corresponding to the hydrogen-like atom in our quantum mechanics class. In our previous class we have dealt with the eigenvalues and eigenfunctions, a part of eigenfunctions corresponding to hydrogen-like atom. So if you have not gone through the previous class, first go through it. You can get the link in the I button above, or else you can check out the playlist hydrogen atom. So let's start. In our previous class, we found out the energy eigenvalue, which was E is equals to minus mu z square divided by 2h cross square n square into E square by 4 pi epsilon naught whole square. So here if you substitute all the values, if you take z is equals to 1, which is for hydrogen atom, and mu, that is reduced mass, is equals to mass of the electron m, and substitute all the other values of h cross epsilon naught and E, you can find out that E is equals to minus 13.6 divided by n square. So here we can observe that energy eigenvalue is inversely proportional to n square, where n is the principal quantum number which we have already seen. And also that we have found out the radial equation. First we started with the asymptotic solution where we got R is equals to e raised to minus rho by 2, and from asymptotic solution we just found out what might be the exact solution. So we introduced the term f of rho, and by using the power series method we found out the value of f of rho, which was equals to rho raised to L into e raised to rho. So when you substituted f of rho value in R, we get R of rho is equals to rho raised to L into exponential of rho by 2. So this was the solution of radial wave function. But the limitation was that when we found out the solution of f of rho using power series method, as R is going to vary, that is depending on f of rho. So as k tends to infinity, we observe that f of rho is also going to tend to infinity. Means the radial wave function is going to diverge, which cannot happen. That's why the method which we have used, that is power series method, is not the exact solution. So we need to overcome this problem. That's why we are going to consider that f of rho is a polynomial, and the polynomial is taken as f of rho is equals to rho raised to L as it is into L of rho. So here L of rho is nothing but Lagrange polynomial. So what actually is Lagrange polynomial? Hopefully you have studied it in mathematical methods of physics paper. So Lagrange polynomial, mainly in mathematics we say it is a second order linear differential equation, and this equation has non-singular solutions only when n is a non-negative integer. And here we observe that for hydrogen-like atom, n, which defines the principal quantum number, varies from 1, 2, 3, so on. That is, all are positive integers. That's why in our polynomial we can include this Lagrange polynomial L of rho. So let us check out how the radial wave function is going to vary, so that finally we get the eigenfunction of hydrogen-like atom. So here we already have equation number 6 from our previous class, which is rho square into d square f by d rho square plus rho into 2 minus rho into df by d rho plus lambda minus 1 into rho minus L into L plus 1 into f is equals to 0. And here we need to just substitute the value of f of rho, that is rho raised to L into L of rho, and just we need to find out what is the differential of these. That is, taking the differentiation of f, we get df by d rho. As we are having two terms which is depending on rho, that is rho raised to L and L of rho, we need to use the formula u into v. So first df by d rho, we get differentiation of rho raised to L is L into rho raised to L minus 1 into L of rho as it is plus rho raised to L as it is into dl by d rho. Again we need what is the value of d square f by d rho square also. That's why again differentiating this equation, we obtain d square f by d rho square. So just that we need to substitute back the value of f, df by d rho and d square f by d rho square in our above equation or equation number 6. So when we do that, we can just have the solution of it and we can observe some of the terms are going to get simplified. So we are collecting the terms with respect to the powers of rho. That is collecting rho raised to L plus 2 term and coefficient whatever is with it. Then collecting rho raised to L plus 1. Then rho raised to L into the Lagore polynomial. Or even you can say d square L by d rho square term, dl by d rho and L term are going to be collected. So when you do that, we can observe some of the terms are going to get cancelled. Like L square minus L square will get cancelled. 2L minus L will get cancelled. And finally we are getting the simplified equation. And in the second term and the third term, we can observe that rho raised to L plus 1 is common. So again simplifying or dividing by rho raised to L plus 1, we get an equation which is rho into d square L by d rho square plus 2L plus 2 minus rho into dl by d rho plus lambda minus L minus 1 into L is equals to 0. That is rho raised to L plus 2 divided by rho raised to L plus 1. It will be rho raised to L plus 2 minus L minus 1. So we get rho. And otherwise everything is going to get cancelled out. So we are getting a second order differential equation in a very simplified form. And we can link this equation with associated Lagore polynomial having the order p and degree q minus p, which is represented as LQP of rho, which is given as rho into d square L by d rho square plus p plus 1 minus rho into dl by d rho plus q minus p into L is equals to 0. So this is the standard equation of associated Lagore polynomial. And when you just compare this equation with the above equation, what we have got for the radial wave function solution, we can observe that we are having p is equals to 2l plus 1 and q is equals to n plus l or lambda plus l. We have taken lambda is equals to n. This we have already discussed in our previous class while discussing about energy eigenvalue. So associated Lagore polynomial, it is a understood fact or different solutions, orthogonality conditions, everything is known. So the same results can be taken and we can just write that the radial wave function RNL of R, which is equals to e raised to minus rho by 2 into f of rho, and f of rho we have found out it is equals to rho raised to L into the Lagore polynomial L of rho, and here q value is n plus L and p value is 2L plus 1. So the same thing we have substituted with a constant n, because we know that eigenfunction, any function you take, it has to be wave function, then it has to be normalized. So n is going to be the normalization constant here, and this is the final equation for radial wave function corresponding to hydrogen-like atom. So now let us find out what is the value of n here. That is, we need to use the normalization condition, integration from minus infinity to plus infinity of xi star into xi equal to 1. So here the normalization integral with respect to radial wave function will be integration from 0 to infinity of r square into RNL square of r into dr is equals to 1. So it is again the same thing, that we get the radial probability density. So here we need to just substitute the value of r square into RNL of r square. For that we have already known that small r is given in terms of rho, that is r is equals to rho by gamma, which we have just considered in our previous class. And if you take the differential of it, we know gamma is a constant, so dr will be equal to d rho by gamma. And here if you just substitute whatever we need from the integral, that is r square into dr, r square is nothing but rho square by gamma square, dr is given as d rho by gamma. So when you simplify, we get r square into dr is equals to rho square into 1 by gamma cube is nothing but minus h cross square by 8 mu e raised to 3 by 2 into d rho. So again, gamma value we have considered as 8 mu e divided by h cross square negative raised to 3 by 2. So just we have substituted all the things. Now when you simplify it, that is putting the value of energy eigenvalue E, where we have the n value or n dependence, that is principal quantum number, we can simplify this equation and finally we get r square dr is equals to rho square into h cross raised to 4 n square divided by 4 mu square z square e raised to 4 k square into d rho. Just that, in order to find out the normalization constant, we just need to substitute the value of r square into dr in the above equation. When you substitute, the radial wave function is a square. It is nothing but n square e raised to minus rho, because e raised to minus rho by 2 is there, square will be e raised to minus rho, rho raised to l whole square, that is rho raised to 2l into the Lagore polynomial into r square dr. In place of r square dr, we are substituting this above simplified value, that will be in terms of rho. Why we have to do this is that we have considered our solution of radial wave function in terms of rho, and the normalization integral is with respect to r. So we need to find out the normalization integral in terms of rho. That's why this simplification is done using the relation of r depending on rho, as r is equals to gamma rho by gamma. So when you just simplify, constant terms are taken outside, and again the integral term, that is integration from minus 0 to infinity exponential of minus rho into rho raised to 2l plus 1 into L of rho into d rho is equals to 1. So this integral, whatever is there, it is nothing but the orthogonality condition corresponding to associated Lagore polynomial. So with the knowledge of Lagore polynomial and associated Lagore polynomial, the orthogonality condition can be used, which gives us the value of this integral is equals to 2n into n plus l factorial whole cube divided by n minus l minus 1 factorial. So this is a standard condition. Now we need to just substitute the value of integral in the above equation so that we can find out the value of n. So simplifying the equation, that is we are shifting all the terms on the RHS side, keeping n square on one side, and when you simplify, we get normalization constant n is equals to square root of 2zk mu e square by n h cross square raised to 3 into n minus l minus 1 factorial divided by 2n into n plus l factorial whole cube. Now the final step is to substitute the normalization constant in the radial wave function, that is r n l of r is equals to n into exponential of minus rho by 2 rho raised to l into l of rho. So in place of n, we have just substituted this normalization constant value so that we are having the eigen function corresponding to hydrogen-like atom. So if you just again further simplify it, we can just substitute the value of AH, that is AH is given as 4 pi epsilon naught h cross square divided by mu e square, and if you just put the value of mu is equals to mass of the electron, that is m, we can say that AH is equals to A naught, that is Bohr radius, which will be corresponding to hydrogen atom. So this is the difference between hydrogen atom and hydrogen like atom. So Z will be equal to 1, then we get the radial wave function or eigenfunction for hydrogen atom, and for Z is equals to other single electron or the valence electron based on which we say electron is equals to 1. For such system, we can find out what actually is radial wave function corresponding to different systems. So here in quantum mechanics, we can say that the Lagrange polynomial is the part of radial part of the solution corresponding to hydrogen-like atom. This is the importance of special functions what we study in mathematical methods of physics. So in mathematics, we say that Lagrange polynomials are the second order differential equation and their solutions are possible only for non-negative integer and the solutions are non-singular. And in quantum mechanics, we say that in radial part of solutions of the Schrodinger equation of any one electron system, we get the Lagrange polynomial. So this is how some terms or the functions are applied in different parts of physics. So this is about today's class, which completes the concept regarding eigenvalues and eigenfunctions of hydrogen-like atom. And in order to visualize it more properly, next class will be based on how to solve this radial equation based on different n and l values. That is, n is the principal quantum number. So as n is going to change, how the radial part is going to change, based on which the total wave function xi is going to change. We are going to solve it. So this is for today's class. Thank you.